Hello. So, we are going to be talking about domestic violence and leaving abusers. Have you ever had somebody who's been in a domestic violence situation or been in a physical abusive relationship? More than 10 million people are physically abused a year. They're victims of abuse. So, I am a survivor of domestic abuse. I am going to use my own experience, and I'm also going to talk about the research that I've done to pull this presentation together. So I have read news articles, journals, and a book, and also using my experience. Domestic violence is not just physical, it is also mental, emotional, and financial abuse. So to start, we are going to go straight into what is domestic abuse. So let's dive in. It happens within a household. So it could be a boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, whoever you are with. 20 people per minute are abused. That actually equivalently makes up the 10 million annually. Fractures, contusions, and lacerations are usually reported, so that means they're on the arms, neck, and throat area, head area. Also, mental health disorders are a part of it, so anxiety, depression, and suicide. I can honestly promise you that after all this and going through everything that I've been through, I thought I was okay. I was not. I was having more anxiety issues. And also, the contusions, the fractures, and lacerations I came home to my parents' house with actual bruises on me, and that was probably the worst they've ever seen me look, I'm sure. So now that we have talked about that, we're going to talk about the signs, the things that you should look for as far as leaving an abuser. So leaving is never easy. It's not the easiest thing to do, especially when you're feeling like your life is on the line or threatened. There are shelters, though, for battered women or abused women. And there's also a hotline that you can call that will help. Isolation is always the first sign. That is what I will say. Isolation happens pretty quickly. You stop talking to your friends. You stop talking to your family. Use code words. I did. I used a code word with my mom. And we used it quite frequently in any situation that felt very distressful. It takes women 7 times to leave. It actually took me 3, but because the abuse was so bad, and also because I had kids with him, I stayed just as many times. And people will ask you all the time, oh, why didn't you leave? Why won't you leave? It's a lot harder, especially when you have children and any kind of support. So my conclusion to this is domestic violence is happening all the time. It is not talked about as frequently as it should be, and it should be put out there more. I feel that leaving gives you the freedom, and it also gives you the willpower to, be able to live your life. Again, domestic violence needs more awareness. I feel like most of the awareness comes when it is too late and a woman has already died from that incident. It's not just physical, it is definitely mental and emotional and financial abuse too. And that's my conclusion.